Hello everybody and welcome back to this week's Q&A with 50 Shades of Tay. There was not one last week. I am so sorry. Last week was insanely busy, but to make up for it, I have one today on a Monday. Great way to start the week. Thank you guys for being patient. In the meantime, let me show you guys what I have been up to because it's been a lot of fun. On my channel right now, you can see my interview with Winnie the Pooh himself, Craig David Dowsett. He plays Pooh in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That was such a fun interview to do. I'm so thankful that he took the time to do this interview with me. And then also up on my channel from Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, Natasha Rose Mills. She plays Jess in the movie. That interview just went up yesterday. That was also very fun to do. I also have my John Wick Chapter 4 Taylor's Take. It's a spoiler-free review, so if you haven't had a chance to watch the movie, you do not have to fear because there are no spoilers. I loved John Wick 4 so much. I cannot wait to see it again. I had the opportunity to see it in IMAX, and it was at an advanced screening where Keanu Reeves and the director were in attendance for a Q&A after. Oh, I cannot get enough of John Wick 4. It's definitely the best in the franchise. You guys have to see it, and I would highly recommend seeing it in IMAX, seeing it in Dolby, just a premium format. I cannot get enough of John Wick 4. But yeah, so this past weekend was also very busy, but it was so much fun. I went to go see Amy Newman in her Easter play that she mentioned on our live stream that we did a couple weeks ago. She was so great. I'm so proud of her. I brought her flowers. Oh, David and I went. It was just so good to see her and so proud of her. And then yesterday was my friend Jillian's birthday, so we went to Universal Studios, also with Amy and David. And it was her first time going to Super Nintendo World, so that was a lot of fun. And speaking of Jillian, later today, so today is Monday, March 27th. Jillian and I will be filming an interview together for my channel, and it'll be up tomorrow morning on Tuesday, March 28th, so keep an eye out for that. I am very much looking forward to that. But let's get into the questions. All right, so first question comes from Daniel Breen. What's your go-to karaoke song? Ooh, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I hate doing karaoke. I get so shy and so nervous and so anxious doing karaoke and being in front of people and singing in public. But if there's enough vodka, specifically vodka with pineapple juice involved, I will sing from time to time. Actually, out there somewhere, there's a video of Chris Carr and I doing Lady Marmalade together, and that was a lot of fun. I don't know how good I sounded, but it was a lot of fun. But my go-to karaoke song, I know you guys are all thinking it's gonna be Smash Mouth, but it's not. I mean, I've done Smash Mouth, I think. I don't really remember because, lit. But Self-Esteem from The Offspring, I feel like that's my go-to karaoke song. Or, honestly, anything by Nirvana. Nirvana is one of my favorite bands, and I would do that if I was lit enough. But, whew, yeah, singing karaoke in front of people is just not my favorite thing to do. But it is fun to watch other people. All right. Next question comes from Slicecram 2004 Up Back. What, in your opinion, is the greatest horror soundtrack of all time? Ooh, that's a good question. You guys, I'm going to say Scream, the Scream soundtracks. I know that's like the obvious choice, but I'll give some other options as well. I do have a box set of the Scream records on vinyl, and they're blood red. They're really cool. If you hold them up to the light, they're kind of translucent, but they're blood red. And comes with, I think it's the soundtrack to the first 4 or 5 films. I'm not sure if the 5th one made it in there or not, but that box set is awesome. I can listen to the score to Scream nonstop. Especially love the 6th one, the newest Scream. That score is so good. But I would have to mention the original Halloween. That one is great with John Carpenter, and the theme is just so iconic. If you're talking about, it's not technically horror, but it's spooky-ish, the Beetlejuice soundtrack, Danny Elfman, that is great. I have that on vinyl as well. I actually got it for David. I think it was for Christmas. It's a collector's edition vinyl. It's like white and has some concept art that comes with it. It's really cool. Some posters and just, yeah, Danny Elfman. Anything Danny Elfman does is just perfect. All right, so the next question is from Keith Ratty the Batty. Has there been one movie that you have walked out of yet? Ooh, movie that I've walked out of. You know what? There's actually 2. And the first one was not by my choice. My friend was not feeling well. And then the second one was totally my choice. I could not stand that movie. First movie was Cloverfield. For those of you who have not seen it, it's a found footage film, and there's a lot of shaky cam. My friend and I were sitting, I would say, maybe the third or fourth row, and he got a really bad bloody nose during the movie and was really lightheaded and not feeling good, so we had to leave. But I went back the literal next day and watched it by myself because I was so into that movie, and I had a lot of fun with Cloverfield. And then the movie that I walked out of by choice, this one came out last year in 2022. It's called You Won't Be Alone. Oh, I made it, I want to say like halfway through, but I was just honestly like so bored out of my mind and could not sit through the rest of it. I just did not like it at all. So those are the two movies, one by choice and one not by choice. So there's that. All right, next one comes from Night for Your TV. How would you feel if Scream and Shrek crossed over? Ooh, two of my favorite franchises crossing over. Would it be a live-action Scream movie with live-action Shrek characters, or would it be a CGI Scream movie in the art style of Shrek? That's the real question. Okay, let's see. If it's the first one, if it's a live-action Scream movie with the Shrek characters, I'm kind of down for that. Just to see the characters in live action and that green body paint. And then if it's the other way around, I kind of like that, but I don't know about crossing it over with Scream specifically, but I would like to see a murder mystery style, either short or full feature-length film in the Shrek universe. Yeah, murder mystery Shrek would be pretty fun. All right, next question. This comes from Boney Joseph. Hi, Taylor. What is your favorite part of Ted Lasso? For me, it's the community aspect and how the club is part of everyone's life in that town. A horror recommendation is Resurrection 2022 with Rebecca Hall and Tim Roth. Oh, you know what? Resurrection, I almost went to go see it last year when it came out, but it was in like such limited release near me that it just did not work out. But for Ted Lasso, I went to the season 3 premiere in Westwood a few weeks ago now, and just seeing all the characters together again is just my favorite part. Just it's been, we're on season 3, and the payoff of all the different relationships they've built between the coaches, between the players. I just love seeing Keely. Man, I just love, the interplay of the characters. And then also it's just like such a good, feel-good show to watch. And it's just like you can put it on, relax, have a good time, and you just feel good watching that show. It's just a nice, easy comedy to watch. So that's probably my favorite parts of it. But I love Ted Lasso. Cannot wait to see a new episode, because when we went to the premiere, they showed us the first 2. So I think we have to wait to this week to finally see an episode we have not seen. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, next question is from Allie. Taylor, have you seen Anna and the Apocalypse or Host, the 2020 film, not the Stephanie Meyer book turned movie? You know what? I haven't seen either of them, but I've been wanting to watch Anna and the Apocalypse for a long time. I believe, if I'm thinking of the right movie, it's a horror musical, and I really do want to check it out. So that's been on my list for a long time, and hopefully I get to it soon. And when I do, I'll have to let you know what I think of it. All right, next question is from Elias. What movie, shows, or franchise would you like to act in? I really would love to see you have a part in the Last of Us HBO Max series. Ooh, all right. The HBO Max series of The Last of Us, that would be so fun to act in. I would really want to be either, in a horror, like a straight up horror movie, or a comedy, or a mix of the two, a horror comedy. Specifically, you guys know I would love to be in a Scream film, Scream 7, 8, 9, however many they make. I would love to be in Scream. I would love to be in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, the sequel, so whatever they call it, Blood and Honey 2, Even Bloodier, Even Honeyer. I would love to be in that. I would also love to be in, if they do move forward with a reboot or a reimagining of Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, those would be really fun. And then as far as just like a straight up comedy, something with like a great ensemble, that would be really fun for me to be in. Just a comedy where I could play off of others, maybe like a road trip or something, or a Vegas one. I know that those are like, there's like all the Hangover movies, and Vegas is pretty overdone, but I just think that would be a really fun one for me to be in. All right, next question comes from the real P. Durling. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you? Well, first of all, let me just tell you, I know what that's from. It's from The Office, and it's Mindy Kaling's character that says that. However, I, like Rob, have not seen The Office. I've seen like clips of it, and I've seen certain scenes on YouTube and stuff, but I've never actually sat down and watched like a full episode. So one day I will. I'll get to it because it looks good. Everything I've seen, all the memes, all the clips I've seen, very funny. So I would love to check it out eventually. And then the real P. Durling is back. Biggest learning for you so far, working on YouTube for John and now for yourself. Ooh, biggest learning so far. I would say honestly the technical stuff, because before working for John, I didn't know how to do any of this stuff, like live streaming. Even right now, what I'm doing, just being able to switch between having the questions up on the screen and then just me. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know how to use OBS or my editing software, which is DaVinci Resolve. So Jonathan Voico has actually taught me so much. And I remember the first few shows that I ran, like the after shows and the open mics that I ran, I was so nervous because there's like so many things that could go wrong when you're live. Technically, like the internet cutting out or the computer crashing or whatever, not working, not loading. But after the first, I would say maybe like a couple weeks, I got the hang of it, and just so thankful to Jonathan for teaching me everything, because now I feel much more confident. And when I do stuff at home, like my live streams or even something like this, I just, know how to do it now. And it's just so cool to know how to do something that a year ago I didn't even have like the slightest clue of how to get started on. So I would say that's like the biggest thing that I've learned. And I'm so appreciative and thankful, and it's just so awesome to be able to do stuff like this. And then the final question, this one comes from the Gist with Jared. What's something on your bucket list? Ooh, on my bucket list. Okay, I'm gonna say a couple things. The first one is to act in a movie, because I really, really want to, whether, like I said earlier, a horror or a comedy or a horror comedy. I would love to just have a role in a movie and just be able to be proud of my work on screen and take people to the theater to see it. I just think that would be so awesome. And then the other thing on my bucket list that I really want to do is travel. The only country other than obviously the United States I've ever been to is Mexico. And there's just so many places that I want to visit, so many places I want to see. I would love to go to Paris. I would love to go, I would love to go to Hawaii, even though that's in the US. I just never have been to Hawaii, and that'd be a lot of fun. Italy would be nice. Just so many places that I would love to travel and visit and take a long vacation. So that is something on my bucket list for sure. And that's all the questions that I have this week. Sorry again that we didn't have a Q&A last week. It's just been extremely busy, but I hope you guys are enjoying all the interviews and all the content that have been up on my channel. And I know this one was a short one. It's just been very busy, but I'm very grateful for how busy I've been just because of all the opportunities and interviews and stuff that have been coming out. The next one I'll make sure is a full-length Q&A. I just wanted to make sure to get something out this week. And stay tuned to my channel, because I will have the interview with Jillian up on my channel tomorrow. And thanks you guys to everyone who's sending questions. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.